One of the shocking crimes in South Australia happened on New Year's Day in 1902, when a 13-year-old Bertha Skippon was murdered in their little cottage home in Towitta. Mr. and Mrs. Skippon left the children 3 days before New Year's to visit their relatives in Eden Valley. Left at home were Bertha, her 24-year-old sister Mary, and their 2 younger brothers who decided to sleep in a nearby barn. According to Mary, she was awoken around 10:30 p.m. by the weight of a bearded man lying across her with his head over her sister, as if the man was trying to reach Bertha. Bertha slept on the inside of the bed by the wall, and I on the outside, Mary said in her court statements. After a struggle, Mary eventually escaped, ran to the barn to ask her brothers for help, leaving her sister behind. Her brothers managed to raise the alarm and called for the local constable, but they were too late. The next day, Bertha was found dead by police, stabbed 40 times all over her face and body. Throat was cut from ear to ear. Blood was found on the sofa, in the bed, and on the walls all over the house. From the trails of her blood, it seemed like Bertha did put up a fight before she was finally killed. Despite all police efforts and extensive search, there was no trace of a bearded intruder. Suspicion fell on Mary. Within a fortnight, she was committed for trial and was represented by Sir Josiah Simon KC, who was a very well-known lawyer and politician at the time. This created much media and public interest, and the case was widely reported in the newspapers. Mary was remanded in the Adelaide jail, but was acquitted 2 months later due to the lack of contrary evidence. There were various speculations about the murder, one being their own father is the killer. Mr. Skippon had a history of violence and was rumoured to have murdered a travelling hawker, and that he had to shut Bertha off after threatening to reveal his crime. Another speculation was that Bertha was murdered by Mary's 21-year-old boyfriend, named Gustav Nitschke, who at one time asked Bertha to come with him to Adelaide. Though both of them may have possible motives, they had suitable alibis for being absent in the crime scene, and there was not enough evidence to incriminate both men. Who could have killed the 13-year-old Bertha? It has been over 100 years now, but her story still remains as one of the most sensational unsolved murders to ever rattle South Australia. For more crime stories, visit ghost-crime-tours.com.au and use the code Towitta to receive $5 off your next tour.